Iko Nini. So hii 2025 inakaa itakuwa very interesting year because for once sijui kama ni agree na Amerix ama nisi agree na Amerix because Amerix anakuwaga this very interesting character, and I call him an interesting character because his disciples believe in this guy so much that I feel like to some level wameput a certain level of self-importance that is interesting to watch from afar. Because wacha ni kutake back to last year. Kuna time ingine last year, this was on the 23rd of December 2024. Kuna vile Amerix alibaki ameuliza could this be CIA, alafu akabaki ameweka the nini interview request from American journalist traveling to Nairobi soon. Then the letter ilikuwa inasema Mr. Eric, greetings from a New York based writer for Tablet Magazine, a leading American cultural and political journal. I'll be in Nairobi beginning January 6th for an article looking at recent controversies surrounding the Gates Foundation in Kenya. It would be an honor to meet with you to discuss this and other related topics, as you are one of the country's leading social media personalities and an important voice on public health. I can meet whenever and wherever you might be available between January 6th and 13th. Thank you and looking forward. So, msiakaandika, could this be CIA? And what I found interesting about this is CIA does not care about masculinity. I'm sorry. Najua. This is going to hurt your feelings and maybe hurt a few of your fans, but CIA don't care. Ukaandike hapo juu ya positive masculinity, negative, CIA don't care. They care about power and they care about American interest. So the easiest thing kufanya ikam to story ilikuwa tu kusearch. Unaenda tu unatumia Google, msema kweli Armin Rosen, alafu tablet, unabaki umesearch, unaona yes, this is an actual person, Sapir Journal, and CIA haina business yote na wewe. Right now, budaju uko important, but uko important to men who want to be led by other men and taught, and who want to be taught how to be men by other men. But men who know themselves, you're not that important. But still, I agree with you. And why do I agree with you? I agree with you on a very interesting topic because kuna story moja ile happen, and as soon as I saw this story I was like, oh shit, Amerix was right. Amerix was right. And what was this? First of all, acha tuanze na kile Amerix alipost. I think this was his New Year post. So kwa New Year post yake aliandika, Amerix, to women I've prayed you wake up from social engineering, appreciate your inner beauty, accept to be loved, be submissive, remain feminine, support men, we must win. To the sick, may grace be your portion, blah blah blah. And then hizi story zote, if you're my follower yet you continue masturbating. Okay, hatujafika hapo, wacha tuangalie ile kitu moja ile alisema. Ilisema so happy 2025. So the reason aliposti story ilikuwa ni kuna watu walikuwa nafikiria he was abducted, so he'd gone quiet, so he was coming back and explaining why he was quiet. So akasema, happy new year 2025, I'm glad to be back on social media platforms. I appreciate your outpouring concerns for my safety. I'm thankful. At the end of each year and into the new year, I meditate and engage in prolonged fasting to connect with my spiritual being and pray for my family, friends, and followers. 80% of the battles we fight are majorly spiritual. Spiritual violence is more evil, oppressive, and tyrannical. It's the reason politicians murder and spill human blood to observe their esoteric rituals. I've prayed for parents, I've prayed for families, I've prayed for our children, I've prayed for men, I've prayed for men, I've prayed for women. Okay, and then you know me when it comes to prayer. Prayer is the most useless human invention. Mtu akiniambia I've prayed for you, nakwambia kwenda huko na hizo prayers zako. Prayers help nothing. Prayers are not real. I'm sorry, I've hurt your feelings. Ulikuwa umekuja hapa. But now, where did I agree with Amerix? Because kuna hiyo pale umecheki after kuwa prayer, and as I said, prayers are the most useless human invention. Alisema hivyo, finally, okay, if you're my follower yet you continue masturbating, watching porn, simping, and living without purpose, then decide to stop these bad habits and change immediately. We must win. So why did I agree with Amerix on this one? I agreed with him because kulikuwa na a very interesting post from Cyprian Nyakundi. So the interesting post ilikuwa inasema, Canadian national found dead during personal act in Mombasa home. Sikia hiyo, personal act. So nisikia personal, nikashindwa personal acts hiyo inakaa ni ngono. Okay, nikasema acha ni cheki. The lifeless body of a Canadian national was found in his residence at Bamburi Base, Mombasa County, early Monday morning. The man, identified as 66-year-old Gregory John Kilgore, was discovered after his wife, 33-year-old Judith Awuor Oduor, reported the incident to local authorities. Ms. Oduor informed investigators that she entered her husband's bedroom around 2 a.m. after becoming concerned for his well-being. The couple was reportedly living in separate rooms for approximately a year due to marital issues which had placed a strain on their relationship. So hapa ndio ina get interesting. This is where it gets Amerixic. So upon entering, she found Mr. Kilgore unresponsive and lying on the bed in a compromising situation, as he appeared to have been engaging in a personal act with his laptop displaying explicit content. According to a police report, officers responded promptly to the scene, where they confirmed the details provided by Ms. Oduor. Investigators noted that upon assessment, Mr. Kilgore's body showed no immediate signs of foul play, but they acknowledged the need for a thorough examination to rule out any underlying medical conditions that may have contributed to his sudden death. So the body was transported to Joachim, blah blah blah. So hapa ndio sasa place ilikuwa interesting, cause now the police report ilikuwa inasema it was reported today by one Judith Awuor Oduor, a Luo female adult, age 33, ID number blah blah blah, residing in Shanzu, telephone number blah blah blah, that around 0200 hours her husband Gregory John Kilgore, a 66-year-old Canadian male, scare your age, a 66-year-old Canadian male, was watching pornographic videos on his laptop and eventually masturbated to his last breath while in his room. Talk about coming and going. The scene was visited and his lifeless body was found in his bedroom, lying on the bed while holding his penis with his left hand. The pornographic videos were still playing on his laptop. Okay, left hand. He must have been left-handed. Okay. Makes sense. How do I know? God shit. Okay. It was also established that the two were married, and although they've been living in separate bedrooms for approximately a year due to trust issues as cited by the wife. Okay, so yeah, kuna vile Kilgore alibaki amededika na nyonga. So juu alidedi kama ananyonga na alikuwa 66, nashindwa umse ni healthy aje, because at 66 hata mimi mwenyewe sifikiri nitakuwa nikinyonga at 66. Mimi unanijuaga sikuagi antai kunyonga, hizo ni zako. Kama if you have personal issues and you have no purpose in life, si kunyonga inafanya una purpose. Hiyo ni ujinga. Kunyonga kitu natural. Unaweza nyonga ukitaka. Wanyama wengi unyonga, si humans peke yake. Kwa vile unanijuaga mu treat humans as part of the animal kingdom. But hata ikuwa imagine at 66 ubuda alikuwa ananyonga. Alikuwa ameingia kwa porn site, alafu sasa kabaki amededi juu hii kunyonga. So is it right to say that msee alidedi juu ya kujinyonga? Iko nene.